Hi, my name is Vivian and I'm an IELTS, PTE, OET and self-pip trainer. My team and I have helped a lot of students get fantastic scores in their IELTS, PTE, OET and self-pip examination. This video out here today is to talk about the recent changes that have been added in the PTE examination. I'm going to talk about two question types here and I'll tell you my techniques on how to go ahead and solve it. You'll also see the questions coming up on my screen. We have two new questions that have been added to your speaking. One is respond to a situation and the other one is called summarize a group discussion. Let's talk about respond to a situation first. All right. You would be given an audio that's going to play. This audio can vary between 20 to 30 seconds or 40 seconds as well. You would listen to the clip. You then have 10 seconds to think and then hear a beep, post which you can start recording your answer. Your answer needs to be recorded within 40 seconds. And please answer as completely as you can. These are the instructions that even the Pearson test portal will give you when you're attempting the examination. Once again, keep in mind that these questions will start appearing on your PTE test after August the 7th. Now, when you get the question, you go ahead and click on play and this audio gets played here for you. Now listen to the audio very carefully.
You have been invited to your friend's birthday party, but you have an important assignment due the next day. You would not be able to make it to your friend's party. What do you say to him?
Now that you've heard the audio, remember you have to try and attempt to answer keeping this question in mind. Okay. Now a couple of things to keep in mind would be you either go ahead and answer by choosing a few words of the question that is already mentioned here. So the question says you have been invited to your friend's birthday party, but you have an important assignment due the next day. You would not be able to make it to your friend's party. What do you say to him? So one thing that I would recommend is try to inculcate some parts of the question into the answer and then go ahead and frame your answer accordingly. Like I would say something like this. Hi, Charlie. I'm so happy to be invited to your birthday party, but I do have an important assignment that is coming up the next day that I have to take care of. Unfortunately, I'd not be able to make it to your party because this assignment requires my utmost and urgent attention. I hope you have a great birthday and I'm hoping that we could make it up another time. Wishing an amazing birthday in advance. Now, I did have a few spurts and starts here, but when you're framing the answer, remember, try to frame it in one go because that will help you get marks on your fluency. So for this particular question, you get marks on your content, your oral fluency and your pronunciation. Content would purely help you score higher if you are picking up certain words from the question. It's really important. Okay. Remember to include words like birthday, assignment, party, all of these things. Secondly, when we talk about oral fluency, now I had a few spurts and starts that you realize you should try and answer in one go with clarity. So something like this, that, hey, Charlie, I really appreciate your invitation to your birthday party and I was looking forward to celebrating it with you. But I have an important assignment due the next day and I would not be able to make it to your party. I hope you understand my situation and I genuinely regret missing out on this celebration. Let's plan something super soon and I'll make it up to you. Clear, concise, to the point, speaking it in one go will help you get marks on your fluency. And lastly comes your pronunciation. Please understand this is an English examination, so fluency is of utmost importance here. All right. So I'm hoping that this question, the summarization will assist you. I'm now going to move on to the next question, which is summarize group discussion. Now let's move on to the second question, which is called summarize group discussion. Now for this particular question, please understand that you would be listening to a recording that would be roughly around 2.5 to 3 minutes. It'll be three people having a discussion. It'll most likely start with a quick introduction of what the conversation is going to be, and then three people or sometimes four people as well having a discussion. You will be able to distinguish their voice. You will be able to distinguish their genders, and that is how you know how many people are there. And then start making your notes accordingly. One technique that I would follow here is I would go ahead on a piece of paper that is given to you in the examination and make columns and start writing which person is saying what. Okay. And then make my notes while I'm listening to the audio. Now remember, when you're attempting, you will have 10 seconds to prep and you have a maximum of 2 minutes to give your response. But it is safe to go ahead and let you know that try to at least give 60 seconds. And if you are inching towards 90 seconds, then maybe now it's time to go ahead and wind down and give your conclusion. Okay. Start by giving the introduction as to what was being said. So you can say the given discussion spoke about this, whatever three was mentioned there when the question came up, and then start by saying that individual one spoke about these points, individual two spoke about these points, individual three spoke about these points. And if there's a fourth individual, maybe just add that in the conclusion, slide it somewhere. The logic would always be to use some connectors to join your points here. So I'd use words like and, but, however, therefore. When I'm moving from one person to another, I'll say furthermore. I'd probably say something like consequently, subsequently, this person is saying this. I'd want you to go ahead and use these words out here to help you get marks on the vocabulary part. Now, once again, for this particular question, you are scored on your content, you are scored on your oral fluency and pronunciation. Remember, content is purely based on what is being said in the recording versus what you are saying in your recording when you're recording it. Oral fluency, like I said in the earlier question type, is at what speed you're delivering. Remember, no spurts and starts. The more you pause, hesitate, etc., you lose marks on the oral fluency part of things. And the last thing is pronunciation. You have to pronounce your words correctly and in the most appropriate manner to help you get that score. Now, I'm hoping that both of these question types and our techniques help you. I'm also going to go ahead and make another video of the rubric for the scoring pattern that's going to now come up with the new question types that have been added. It will be coming up soon. For now, if you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to write to us, our Instagram channel. I'll even put my Chief Operating Officer's email here so you can reach out to her as well for any questions, any concerns. And also we'll put in our numbers at the end of this video. Go ahead and reach out to us if you need training. We have consistently helped students deliver a lot of good scores in their PT examination. This could also help you get that. We have helped a lot of students in their Australia PR get 85, 90, all of that. So this is extremely important for you to go ahead and inculcate our practices, our techniques. We don't generally share our techniques that easily, but this time, because there are two new questions, we wanted to talk about our expertise. So definitely reach out to us if you have any questions. I'm hoping all of this will help you.